Hey, as we get back into society, let's remember, people will punch you in the fucking mouth.
Fight day.
Bingo!
Sir, could you please speak directly into the mic like that?
There we go. All right.
Like I'm making sweet love to the microphone.
Welcome back to the Matt Mindset. This is Drew Elder. I'm here with my co-host, finally able to make it on the show after months of the layoff, Derek Leferink.
Yo, 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 what's up?
Derek.
D-Money, D-Low in the house.
So today we're going to talk about just the upcoming UFC fight, UFC 299. If this releases later, then, hopefully we're all correct on
Hey, we go back and check our answers.
our fuck it. Quiz with that shit. So we got a pretty interesting card here from the very beginning up till the very end. There's a lot of good fights here and a lot of, I think, sleeper fights, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I think starting off the Gamrot fight and Rafael Dos Santos is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dos Santos is kind of getting a little older here, kind of coming down from the Red Panty Night, from the Conor McGregor era. But I think we can see. I think it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah. Man, have you seen all the stuff about all these fighters that are at 35 and stuff or mid-30s,
They're all wrecking
phasing
stuff.
out? It's sad. But at the same time, we got a bunch of badass younger fighters coming up.
Dustin Poirier is talking about the end of his career here soon too. So it's
him, Volk,
yeah,
all these guys.
Yeah, Volk's another one it's going to be tough seeing him leave.
Yep. But Gamrot's coming in as a pretty big favorite to win this one. He's minus 475 right now. But so,
wow.
For those of you I love betting. You can call me a degenerate gambler. I don't really care, but I think it's fun. I don't give you shit about your hobbies. So, but Gamrot's coming in. Dos Anjos, it's I think he lost his last one. Yeah, to he lost his last one. Then he beat his last win was against Barberina, and Emilio. Yeah, I like Gamrot in this one.
I think he's younger, faster. He's ranked higher. But I think Dos Anjos isn't out of the game just yet. But only time will tell.
I think if it's going to be interesting if they go to the ground, just because Gamrot's a good world class wrestler, and Dos Anjos is with his background in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, black belt in jiu-jitsu for sure. I think that'll be an interesting matchup to see. Especially, it's also at lightweight. I think Dos Anjos is significantly bigger than Gamrot is. But
Gamrot's got him in height, and
I'm talking jacked wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think muscular wise, Dos Anjos has the strength advantage. But against the fence it could work, but you still got to start on your feet in an open cage. So
and never count out a Brazilian fighter. But these Polish fighters are a big one taking, I think, the UFC by storm right now as well, along with all the Middle Eastern fighters. Yeah,
all the Dagestanis, man, they're all fucking wrecking shop too.
Mm-hmm.
So the one fight I will say that I'm not looking forward to on this card is Curtis Blaydes and Jailton Almeida, only because of the fact that the last fight that Almeida had was against Derek Lewis, and he didn't do shit except lay on him. He didn't inflict much damage.
Yep.
I even texted Coach Bob Perez during that whole fight, and I was like, hey, what the fuck is going on? And he was like, nah, he didn't want any of Derek's stand-up, which rightfully so, who the fuck would?
Yeah.
He's got the most knockouts in heavyweight history. Mm-hmm. Take him down, lay and prey on him, and that's pretty much it. But I'm not looking forward to this. I do like Curtis Blaydes in this matchup just based off of the striking alone.
Yep.
Derek Lewis also KO'd him not too long ago either, just saying, sidebar. But jiu-jitsu-wise, if it goes to the ground, Almeida's got the edge for sure.
Agreed.
But if it stays standing up, I think Curtis Blaydes has the edge, and we're just gonna have to fuck around and find out.
But I think Blaydes will give him a better run for his money than Derek did on if they go to the ground? Yes,
I do too. Yeah.
But yeah, no, if I was Derek Lewis, man, just put your balls in his face. You know his balls are hot.
Yeah, his balls are hot.
Right.
Just-
That's all you gotta do.
those are the two early prelims we just talked about now.
Macy Barber fighting too.
That should be a good one.
Yep.
A good one.
She's the one that always jumps into Rogan's arms, isn't she? Like, it always freaks out whenever he does like the post-fight interview with her.
I don't know.
It's either her or
That's a good question.
I think it's her. I think she's the one that always freaks
She's
out.
like, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's her, or I forget the other girl's name. I follow her on Instagram because of that, because I think it's hilarious. But
Yeah.
I wonder how Joe Rogan's wife feels about that. She probably doesn't care.
That guy probably gets, so much attention from women, like while he's
Yeah.
just walking around. Like,
Oh
but,
yeah, for sure.
shout out to Joe Rogan. Come to the podcast, man.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Just saying, all night. Just saying, do a mutual podcast, Matt Mindset, Rogan Experience. Could be a
Could be a nice little collab.
little
Mr. Rogan.
little funness there. Now, this next fight.
You
Oh,
gotta
wow,
stop
that really
banging on
vibrates.
The fucking table, man. You're fucking.
Yeah. Does that pick up on there?
Yes, it does.
So good. So keep the people awake. Next fight is my upset of the night because right now you got Peter Yan versus Song. Let me see your dong. And Peter Yan right now is the favorite coming in on this. And I really like Yadong in this fight.
I
And
100% agree.
yeah, I think Yan.
Coming off a loss.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3 losses in a row. He needs to get back in the win column, but I think Song Yadong is just he's
Yeah.
very underestimated. He's got really good boxing. His jiu-jitsu's
Mhm.
increased significantly. He's really strong. He's had some tough fights in the UFC here recently.
Yep.
And he's coming off I think he's coming off a win.
Mm-hmm. Against Gutierrez, Simon before that. His last loss was against Sandhagen, and that was a doctor
Yeah, he got cut.
KO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember that.
We
So,
talked about that one.
I think he's gonna fucking surprise the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Just because he's young too, so
Mm-hmm.
I think the boxing is gonna go unmatched. I think they'll run it back.
Yeah.
for sure once Sandhagen comes back. But
Mm-hmm.
I think this next go around, I think depending on who wins this fight, Sean O'Malley and Cheeto, I think Marab should get the next shot.
It's not my fault.
Don't blame Lefty.
But
The
yeah,
odds on the UFC website right now are plus 114 for Song and minus 135 for Peter Yan. I don't know what
Okay.
they are on ESPN,
yeah,
but
it's minus 140 for Yan, 120 plus 120 for Yadong.
I feel
What?
like also Peter Yan, he's got to get back in the win column. I mean, he was on top of the fucking bantamweight division for such a long time,
Absolutely.
and then right after that illegal knee from Aljo, he just kind of plummeted and went downhill.
Yep.
And
So he had Sugar after
Yeah.
that one. Then Marab after that.
oh yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, I think, oh man, Marab is a whole other animal in itself.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that motherfucker all day.
that dude is a beast.
Next up, Gilbert Burns and Jack
Hell yeah.
Della Maddalena.
Yeah.
I think this could be the sleeper fight of the night.
Oh, you calling this one? That, yeah. That, man, that's Gilbert's another one of those that's getting up there in age, but he's still just he's one of the best black belts, jiu-jitsu artists
You can't count him
in
out.
the UFC.
I just
Yeah.
got into like a little debate on Instagram with someone the other day on the Matt Mindset Instagram. They were saying who's got the best jiu-jitsu in the UFC, and everyone was like Charles Oliveira. But then some people were like, I'd rather take Gilbert Burns over Charles Oliveira. But my argument was strictly jiu-jitsu, Gilbert Burns is unmatched. But the difference is MMA jiu-jitsu is significantly different than IBJJF jiu-jitsu. Not
Yeah.
saying that Gilbert Burns doesn't have the highest level of jiu-jitsu imaginable. Multiple-time world champion, black belt, of course, very comfortable on the ground, has submission victories. But there is a difference between getting punched in the fucking head while you're on the ground and having a specific rule set that doesn't allow you to get punched in the fucking head.
Yep.
I do think that if Gilbert Burns wins, he is the underdog at this point in time, which fucking
Yep.
baffles me
Yeah.
still.
Anytime Gilbert Burns is an underdog. You know that. Like, tune into that fight.
Yeah.
But the guy he's Jack, he's on a win streak right now.
He's tough too.
Yeah.
He's super fucking tough.
He's another one of them Aussie fighters. I love my Aussie fighters. Probably my favorite country for fighters to come out of. Tuivasa, Ty, Bam Bam.
Do a fucking shoey, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking
Give him a
shoey.
fucking showy. Fucking showy. I love you, man. Please come on the podcast. I will do whatever it takes to get you on this podcast. But you're fucking awesome.
Me too. Shit.
So, not saying $20, $20 though. You
Oh,
know?
well, I don't think I could pay for your flight, but I'll give you the $20. If that's if that's what you want. Come on down. We'd love to have you on.
This room would be probably so full of smoke.
Plus, I would love to have a shoey in here. That would be fucking cool as fuck.
Dude.
That would be one for the books.
Mm.
I may start drinking beer if that happens.
I almost wore that shirt today. The Just Shoe It.
Oh yeah, that's
And
a
then,
good shirt.
But I gotta support my boy Sugar.
Gotta
Instead.
yeah. I need to change my shirt before the actual fights tonight. Gotta
Man.
put on my Sean O'Malley shirt.
Sugar.
That's gonna be. We'll get to that one in a second, but holy shit.
Yeah, Jack's last fight was against Kevin Holland too, who we'll get into talking about, obviously. I don't know who I like in this fight. This one's tough.
So I'm gonna take Gilbert Burns based off of the previous track record.
Okay.
He is underdog, like I said, but I think he's experienced. He's had some fucking crazy wars, especially with his Khamzat Chimaev fight, where he was back and forth.
Yep.
He's had some other crazy bouts, but I think his experience factor comes into play here.
All of his last fights, listen, like last 5 fights: Stephen Thompson, Chimaev, Neil Magny, Masvidal, Bilal Muhammad.
All tough motherfuckers.
Yeah, Bilal Muhammad's probably. I mean,
well, he was also coming off the training camp. I mean, he took that fight on short notice.
That's true. Yeah.
So he was coming off the previous training camp from the previous fight, and so I think he would have probably beaten Bilal had he had a full camp
training
and been able to fucking recover.
Yeah.
You go into these fights and then you get the shit beat out of you, and the UFC's like, you want to fight, and you say yes, of course, because why wouldn't you? But you need to have time to have your body recover. So he's had a full camp. He's fully recovered. Like, he's able to put all of his effort and energies into this camp and make sure there's no kinks, fix the holes in his game. He's had, like you just said, a slew of tough fights, and that's why I give him the edge. But Jack Della Maddalena is not a slouch by any means.
No. This is going to be a fun fight to watch.
This card is a fucking fun card.
All of these guys, like, besides Yadong and Yan, like, I don't know who to take in any of the rest of these fights.
It's
in all
a tough.
honesty.
Well, so a couple of all right. It's gonna be tough regardless because this card is so fucking stacked. It's just so evenly balanced, opponent by opponent.
Yep.
That you're right. It could go either way. I mean, the odds are so close on the UFC website are so close. Everyone on this fucking card is close to being even.
Mm-hmm.
The odds don't go in one favor or the other. I mean,
I'm honestly surprised how much. I mean, obviously it has to do with who the money's coming in on, like with the odds and stuff. But like we'll get to it. But for O'Malley to be a -260 favorite over Cheeto, like that's impressive. Like
mine is 218 on UFC.com, but
there you go.
Still a fucking huge difference. 260. Yeah, that's insane.
If I was the odds maker on that fight, it would be honestly like O'Malley -100, Cheeto +100.
Yeah, it's
like,
even.
Yeah,
even because
Pick 'em.
Cheeto's he's coming off of I think his last fight with Corey Sandhagen.
Was that his last fight? I thought he had one after. No, he had Munoz after that.
Pedro Munoz,
That they went the whole time in unanimous decision.
That's right. Yeah.
But dude, I don't know what happened with that Sandhagen fight with Cheeto. Like that did not look like the Cheeto Vera.
I know
that.
Yeah.
We have come to know and love. Like I don't know what it was, but like
he just kept getting taken down. He didn't look like he was himself.
Sandman. So, shout out to my brother Connor.
We were there for that. That was fucking electrifying.
Yeah.
I remember that because, man, that was so fun. That was such a fun day.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the whole time I was like, man, what the fuck? I'm not used to seeing this guy get taken down and pressured.
Right.
And
Right.
almost outstruck. But I mean, no disrespect to Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah.
He's a fucking phenomenal striker too.
Please recover, get better, get back into fighting because you are one of the most exciting fighters to watch right now too.
And the bantamweight division for sure.
Yeah.
And I think he can make a run for the title too. I mean,
Oh,
one
yeah.
could argue those two, Cheeto and Sandhagen, should fight again before. After this, whoever the fuck wins this one, I think once Sandhagen recovers.
Yep.
Dude, Sandhagen and Merab would be a fucking fight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those are two, like, Marab's probably the most conditioned fighter like I've ever seen in the UFC.
Yeah.
And that dude's conditioning is just unmatched. But Sandhagen, the same thing. Like, that guy can go all day, it seems like. And I don't know, that would be a very fun fight to see.
Did you hear about the fact that Merab went 5 rounds with fucking
Sterling before? Yeah.
Right before the fights,
Mm-hmm.
or 3 rounds, I'm sorry. So he had just, according to his coach Ray Longo, he was fucking swanging and banging back there, like really trying to fucking knock somebody out and or going hard as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and you fight 3 rounds with fucking Olympic gold medalist, Triple C, Henry Cejudo,
Mm-hmm.
as cringy as he is, but still dominate him and not get fucking tired at all.
Yeah.
And you just need a person. I think everyone needs a friend like Merab.
Yeah.
His Instagram is fucking hilarious.
He's definitely that guy in your group of friends that you like everybody gets along with and everybody just wants to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like you're with your group of friends, every single one of you asks, hey, where's Merab at?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's like, well, we're all here, and it's like, no, we need Merab here. Like
We're not going unless Merab goes.
right.
Next fight, we got Kevin Holland and Michael Venom Page.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland, the Houston Main Street sometimes guy.
Yep.
And Michael Page, the London dude. The England.
Yeah.
I can't do the accent. I'm sorry.
Are you from London?
So
Hello, governor.
Kevin Holland had a very good quote in this last presser. He was like, people pay for UFC fights. They don't pay for the Bellator fights. We know why.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think Michael Page has had so many career highlights in the Bellator cage that it's only justified that we finally see him in the UFC. It took him quite a while to get here.
Yeah.
And now he's, not co-headlining, but he's pretty high up there on a fucking stacked card. And he's fighting a guy who nobody wants to fucking fight anyways, and he'll step up on 2 days' notice to fight a guy out of his weight class.
Oh yeah.
And he'll fight anyone at any time. And I think I'm a little biased here, but I think Kevin Holland takes this one.
I'm gonna be opposite on this one. I'm gonna go with Michael Page.
Why is that?
So you know more about both, or you know more about Michael Page than I do, but I don't know. It's a feeling, honestly. Like it's a gut feeling.
He's no slouch. He's not going to go in there and just get manhandled like Kevin.
No,
it's going to be a fight.
He wants to come out. He wants to prove. Like you said, it's taken him forever to get to the UFC. Like I think he's going to come out, guns blazing, like and just trying to finish him, as soon as possible, just to show like I'm the real deal. Like I belong here.
No, I can definitely attest to that, or agree with that as well. But I think Kevin Holland, coming off of his previous fights, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, that was a fucking true banger.
Oh, dude, that was such a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, before that, it was Khamzat. But that was dumb because he tried to touch gloves and then he shot in and took it down, which was bullshit.
bullshit.
It's all bullshit. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't know if I had to take the advantage on the feet, I don't know. I mean, on the feet, I think they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland's long. Venom Page is fucking long.
Yeah. Man, look at those wingspans. Kevin Holland, 81 inches. Page is 79. Like, that's insane.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They're both super tall. But on the ground, I don't know who has it on the ground. I mean, I haven't really seen Kevin Holland much on the ground besides when he knocked out fucking
So by the stats, I mean, that's another thing Page might have his number on, but because like right now, according to the stats, the average, Holland's average is a .78 takedown average and Page's is 3.4. And Page's accuracy is 100% as of right now.
Takedowns?
Yeah.
Maybe he goes in there and tries to take him down. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Because everyone knows how he strikes. He's got highlight reel knockouts over so many people. And then he has one highlight reel where he got knocked the fuck out. And I remember that because he got leg kicked, he stumbled, and then he just got hit and was out. But that's the only time that I've ever seen Michael Venom Page in any type of danger at any time. And I've watched his Bellator fights, and he just runs through people.
A fun parlay bet for you bettors out there. Give me a Song and Page on the together, and can make yourself some money. But again, it's another guy. Like Holland's got the UFC experience already, so he knows. I don't know.
Fighting UFC caliber guys is different than Bellator guys.
Yes.
Bellator guys, I'm not saying that they're shit. They're very good, but I think the UFC is is the best of the best, and it's kind of. You get a guy like Kevin Holland who has fought so much in the UFC against so many high-level guys that experience is bar none. I mean,
you can't dismiss that.
Yeah.
So.
Venom Page has a lot of high-level fights too, but it's in Bellator. It's in another organization.
Yeah.
And besides the UFC, I think the next best organization is one.
Okay.
As far as MMA fighters go.
Yeah.
But that's for another day.
Yeah. Also want to make sure that everybody knows, like, I'm your guy. Drew has the extensive knowledge of, of fighting and all these different fighting leagues and everything. Like, I'm your typical guy that comes to the table. I'm, the fanboy that just has his favorite fighters that he wants to talk about. And really, I have no background whatsoever in jiu-jitsu or any type of mixed martial arts for that. So I'm not trying to say I know everything, but I'm just that I represent all the fans out there that also have no experience and just want to get their voice heard.
So, and I've been trying to get him to train jiu-jitsu with me for such a long time, but he keeps saying no. So if you're watching this and you train jiu-jitsu and you want this man to come train jiu-jitsu, I'll film it. I'll put it on fucking film. So
maybe we should do like a likes on the Matt mindset. Like you get so many likes.
If I get okay, all right. If I get 50 likes on this, because it's pretty low right now. If I get 50 likes on this, Derek comes and trains jiu-jitsu. Is that fair?
Ooh.
50. All right, well, what about 50 likes on the YouTube and 50 likes on the Instagram page? For both. So 100 total likes.
You could be totally screwing with me on this because I haven't checked to see how many likes are on.
I get 50 on people who I've, like, Colton England had 50 likes.
Yeah.
And
Chanel. What did Chanel get?
He had about 50 to 70-ish. Yeah.
Well, I'm about that caliber of a guest on the show, so, I mean, you're probably going to hit 100, in an hour.
So we're doing 50 on the YouTube and 50 on the Instagram, or do you want to just do 50 on the YouTube? I'm going to upload this shit today.
do both of them.
All right.
And what's the deadline? Yeah.
The deadline is, let's see, it's March 9th today. We'll do before April 1st. It's a pretty big span.
Oof. Okay.
All right.
Oof.
Shake on it so it's on film.
Okay.
All right, it's caught on there.
I'll do it.
50 likes on the Instagram, 50 likes on the YouTube. Derek comes and trains one day with jiu-jitsu with me.
Yep. I'll come do it. Gonna break something. I know it.
Hooked on jiu-jitsu,
I'm going to pass out like 5 times. Because I ain't no bitch.
He's going to come back.
I don't tap.
A changed man. You should tap. Tap early, tap often. I tap all the fucking time.
No, I ain't no. There ain't no bitch in my blood.
That's how you get broken limbs.
Yeah? Well.
That's not how this works.
Oh, no. I'm talking about like you're choking me or something. Like
tap the fuck out, bro. That's not the point of jiu-jitsu. I'm here to help you facilitate your jiu-jitsu journey. I don't want you to get. I'm
not gonna let you break my arm. Like as soon as like it hurts, But, yeah. But
good.
Okay, all right, it's out there.
All right, cool, good.
Got your wish, fucker. No. All right, moving on. So
Dustin.
You like Holland, I like Page for that one.
I do.
So let's get to the next one. The Diamond.
El Diamante. Pay the cost to be the boss. Man, I can't wait whenever that song comes on. I fucking get so hyped.
So you're what was it on? Was it Instagram or whatever that you put at?
It's like the Joe
Rogan and.
Man, I thought about coming out to one of my last boxing match in 2018. I thought about coming out to that song because I was like fucking so hyped. But that is the fucking man, it's such a great song.
Not which one you like more, that one or Black Pinot?
Oh man, they're both good. They're both good. I mean, it depends. I got to be in a certain mood for either song. Pay the cost to be the boss is kind of like, I can always jam that song and be like, yeah, I'm the fucking man.
Yeah.
The Black Pinot, I'm like, I want to go out and like hurt somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it just depends on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Best one is still, I mean, I may be biased, but just because I love Derek Lewis, but Tops Drop.
oh yeah,
Like, whenever he came out, if you do yourself a favor, go look up the YouTube video whenever he fought Cyril Gahn in Houston, and he came out to Tops Drop. You have a Houston guy coming out to a Houston rapper in Houston. Like, that place went fucking nuts, like, when that beat dropped. And it's such a fun video to watch. It gives me chills watching it, but I love that one.
man, that's one of the greatest walkouts of all time. On top of all of Conor McGregor's walkouts and Forrest Griffin, bro. Whenever Forrest Griffin used to walk out, he would play. What is it? Not Shipping Up to Boston. I think it was.
I don't know.
But all of his walkouts were fucking cool as shit, and everyone would be loud as fuck, and it was amazing.
Yep.
So, anyways, Dustin Poirier and Benoit Saint Denis. This is going to be a fucking good fight too. Not only is Dustin Poirier the underdog, which is fucking insane.
You could really make some money on this card, like, because the underdogs are just phenomenal fighters.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not all about making money. Like, I'm about good fights, but like, it's just crazy to me that Dustin Poirier is the underdog in this one.
He's 35, Benoit's 28. You know, there's a bit of an age discrepancy. However, Dustin Poirier has the UFC caliber. He's got the experience. Benoit has the special forces experience. So this man has fucking seen real combat.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think him coming to the octagon's like, whatever, fuck it, I've killed people.
His last 5 fights were finishes.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, he comes forward so much in his fights. Doesn't matter how much he gets hurt. He's always pressuring. But Dustin Poirier, man, he hits you with one of those lefts, one of those right hooks, those boxing comments. As soon as he pulls his shorts up, it's game over.
well, I mean, that's every 5 seconds. So.
Yeah. Well, shit. Right. Well, he said in an interview with Nina Marie, he was like, I'm gonna pull them shits up on Saturday. So let's see it, Dustin Poirier. I'm ready to fucking see you tug of the shorts a little bit, get into beast mode like you said.
The guy that KO'd McGregor, man.
Yeah, like, beat him twice.
Yep.
2 out of 3 times.
And
he had a fucking war with Dan Hooker. And dude, that was one of the craziest.
Even that
fights.
Gaethje fight was like,
and he's only man to submit Michael Chandler.
Yep.
So fucking crazy.
Man, this is a good one.
I've been watching Dustin Poirier since he was like an amateur.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane because they did this documentary thing on Netflix, and he was on there as like a kid.
Yeah.
Like an 18-year-old. And I'm like, man, this kid looks pretty good. And then years later, he makes the UFC, and I'm like, that's the same motherfucker that was in this Netflix show.
Yeah.
And I've watched him ever since. And Dustin Poirier, if you want to come on the show, that would make my fucking life. Holy
I'll tell you what, any of you fighters that are on this card, like, if you come on the show, like, I'll do 10 training sessions with Drew on for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
so there you go. It's all about what you want to see. Give the people what they want.
Tagging every single one of these people. See if anyone's like, fuck it, all right.
Who the
I'll
fuck
fly
is
down
this
there.
guy?
Yeah, right. Who's this motherfucker? Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. Oh, this fucking guy doesn't train jiu-jitsu and this dude does. All right, I'll come on the show. Fuck it.
Man.
I'll fly out there. Dustin Poirier also, if you want to send me some of your hot sauce, please.
Oh, there you go.
Feel free, and I would be fucking great as
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, I'm taking Saint Denis in this only because I want Dustin to prove me wrong.
Okay, that's fair. I'm taking Dustin Poirier because I'm biased and I'm a big fan of his. But also, I think the striking of Dustin Poirier is fucking elite.
If Poirier wins this fight, like, he's I don't know. I don't want to say he's phasing out right now because he's anything but that. But, like, he wins this one, like, especially if he finishes this one.
He's got to be in line for the title.
Yeah. Absolutely.
For the actual title. He was the interim champ for a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, he's even said himself, I'm not going to be able to fight forever. He's, like I said, he's 35. So he's getting up there in age. I think this is going to... Okay, so also he said that the reason why he took this fight, he didn't have to take this fight. The reason why he took it is because he was like, I remember being in his position, and I wouldn't have gotten into the top 10 unless somebody agreed to fight me. And I think it's only fair that I give these younger guys and lower-ranked dudes their shot against me. And he goes, and it's a testament to myself and
Respect.
See if I still got it.
Yep.
So I think, that's an absolute respectful move.
Yep.
Helping people in the division, but also testing yourself to see, like, am I getting phased out, or do I still have what it takes to be the boss?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think that what this could come down to, just looking at numbers wise, like if Saint Denis gets him to the ground, if he
Dustin's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
right, and that's
fucking submitted Michael Chandler. He's got fucking crazy ground skills. He gets back to his feet, starts boxing you again. And once he figures you out, he stuffs the takedowns against the fence or in the open cage, and it's fucking. Michael Chandler took him down, but he got back up, and then he took him down and submitted him.
Yep.
And he reversed him. I don't
know.
So
like I said, I'm taking Saint Denis in this one just so Dustin proves me wrong. So that makes sense to anybody.
I'm hoping Dustin continues the winning streaks that he has, moves up, gets the lightweight belt.
Yeah.
I think him and Islam would be fucking. Who doesn't have jiu-jitsu?
Man, I don't know who beats Islam right now. Like, that dude's just on another level. Like, that's another one conditioning wise. Like, that guy is insane conditioning wise as well.
I think he is pretty much solidified as one of the best lightweights.
Yeah.
To do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he destroyed Charles Oliveira, submitted him, and then walked through Volkanovski the second time. However, the whole discrepancy is there. He took the fight on a week's notice or whatever. But I think if he got matched up with anybody, I think Dustin Poirier could very well be a great fight. Because everybody knows Islam's just going to shoot. He's going to take you down. But that doesn't mean he can't strike. He can. But Dustin is longer than him, and he's got better boxing than a lot of people in the UFC. So
whenever you got his background in jiu-jitsu, like, you have the defense against those.
Right.
And so who knows what would happen there. But that would be a very exciting fight.
But, I'm hoping we'll see what happens. I would love to see that fight play out for sure, just because I think it would be a test for both guys.
Then you got Saint Denis wins this one. Like, he's right in the running for talking about it, I think.
Yeah.
So being a caliber fighter like Poirier,
he'll definitely be in the top 10 tomorrow if he wins this fight today.
Yeah.
And that's that's insane. You beat the number 3 guy in the UFC. You move up in rank, and then you fight whoever the fuck else comes next.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a crazy one. I don't, there's other lightweights that are out there. Like, I think Patty's a lightweight, or he's fought at lightweight before. I know Tony Ferguson's fought at lightweight, but he's out. Sadly, I think they forced him to retire not too long ago. But if they didn't, Tony Ferguson, shoot me a DM and tell me I'm wrong.
It would be a badass fight. You get, if Saint Denis wins this one, Saint Denis and Oliveira.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a good one. A good fight for sure. There's no telling what could happen next for either of these two guys. Depending on the outcome of this fight, can either propel one guy up to a championship or propel the next guy up to the top 10 and get him some really good competition and good fights coming up next.
Mm-hmm.
That's our co-main event. We're moving right on to the main event here. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera should be another great fight. Now, the first matchup, if you remember, between these two guys, that Chito kicked the shit out of Sean's leg, basically forced him to have a drop foot, and then elbowed the fuck out of him after that to knock him out. But Sean O'Malley has gone on the record and said numerous times, I didn't lose that fight. He still considers himself to have no losses. And in the commission of Sean O'Malley's mind, he's got no losses and no contests. He's still undefeated as a fighter. And he says, and I kind of agree with him, he was piecing him up, kicking him in the leg. He was controlling the octagon, and then he got that one nerve damage kicked from Chito. Mofo. And
you got to come out knowing that now. I mean, like, now he's got that under his belt, so, like, literally under the belt. But knowing that, this is interesting because he comes out knowing that's how Chito beat him last time, and Chito knows it too. So it's interesting to see what the game plan's going to be here with both of these guys. And, I mean, obviously, O'Malley just wants to knock him out. But,
Of course. Who wouldn't
but
want to
but
defend their belt?
I think O'Malley's defense has gotten significantly better as he's gone on his fights. So,
No, I definitely think so too. The way he pieced up Aljo,
yeah,
just goes to show you that he's improving still.
yep,
He's not any slouch. He knows how to strike. He knows how to wrestle,
mm-hmm.
and he's long still too. Cheeto, I definitely think, has the weight advantage
Mm-hmm.
in total. I mean, he did not look like he had a good cut.
No,
He did.
I didn't. So I didn't get to see the the weigh-ins or the interviews with him.
He had to get naked, man. Get the towel
Really?
out. As soon as you get the towel out, you fucked up somehow or didn't have a good cut. You
Yep.
might have had good camp,
Mm-hmm.
but the weight cut could have caused some trouble.
He made the
Who
weight
knows?
though, right?
Oh yeah, he made
Okay.
it. Yeah. Who knows though? I mean, I guess only time will tell.
Yeah.
We'll find out today,
Cheetos.
March 9th.
Yeah. And we talked about it. He fought Munoz, Pedro Munoz.
Yeah.
And
I think that Cheeto does have a legitimate chance here.
yes, 100%.
It's not a easy fight for Sean O'Malley.
No.
In any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. These guys have history. That Cheeto, no disrespect, Sean, but Cheeto's the better all-around fighter.
I think so. Yeah.
With the ground game, with striking wise, but O'Malley's a better striker. But in my opinion, but all around, I think Cheeto's the all around better fighter in this one.
But this is MMA.
Yeah. Yep.
So you got to think that I think Cheeto's a good striker. I think Sean's the little better striker. As far as distance management goes, I think Sean O'Malley does a fantastic job of throwing his jab out there, throwing that rear-legged teep to the body. Sorry, that rear-legged front kick to the body.
Yeah.
It, man, I don't know what's happening. It really pays dividends because his legs are so fucking long, and as soon as he stabs you in the solar plexus with the balls of his feet,
Yeah.
you're kind of hesitant to want to press the action.
I think this fight has, in all honesty, compared to the other 4 fights on this card, I think this one has the potential to honestly go 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be seeing something a lot like whenever O'Malley fought Aljo. It's either going to be O'Malley gets a hell of a punch in and it finishes it. Otherwise, this could just be a banger till the end. And whereas some of these other ones, Poirier, St. Denis, Holland Page,
I don't
Byrne.
see any of these fights besides Peter and Song Yadong going the 5-round limit.
Yeah.
Timeout.
So we're going to take this time to thank our sponsors. Viagra, not about what you can do for it, what it can do for you. So, and also Kraft Mac and Cheese. Bring out the inner child in you. Get some Kraft Mac and Cheese in your stomach. I don't know. This is the first 2 I thought about.
And we're back. Sorry.
Yep, there we go. I don't know. I think you should leave it in there. But yeah, you could easily see 5 fights, 5 finishes in these fights, and which would be awesome. But this one, I don't know. I think O'Malley, knowing what Cheeto's capable of, he's still gonna, even though he wants to win, he's still gonna respect it, and I think you're gonna possibly see more defense out of O'Malley than him just coming out straight out the bat and just trying to throw the haymakers and stuff.
No, I definitely think so as well. I think it's going to be a definite use the first round to kind of feel him out. He's improved since their last fight. Sean O'Malley has to know that. And use the first round to kind of feel him out, see how he's feeling, see how he looks, and then go from there.
Yep.
I think you can't go out there guns blazing in the first 5 minutes. And, because both guys are fresh, both guys are good.
And you got a 5-round fight. You gotta.
Yeah.
it's a whole different ball game whenever 5 versus 3. But
Yeah, I think Sean comes out, kind of measures him a little bit,
Yeah.
feels him out first 5 minutes. Doesn't really necessarily run away, but is kind of defensive, kind of like, okay, he's getting his timing down, getting his rhythm down.
it's going to be very interesting if it comes to a decision.
And then I think
Right.
second round comes, he turns it up. But yeah, I think this fight has the potential to go 5 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
and the Song Yadong fight has the potential to go the 3 rounds.
Oh,
But
okay.
every other fight, I think, ends.
It could be. Yeah, Song. Yeah, I can't disagree with Song and Yan
Because
in that fight going the
yeah.
distance.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
fights seem to last.
Mhm.
I mean, he's not trying to finish guys, but
Song's it's something you got to take into account is he obviously is susceptible to he kind of no disrespect to him, but he kind of cuts easy. So
yeah.
Who knows? Jan gets a good shot on him on his eyebrow or something, and like fucking doctor comes in and calls it again. God, I was so pissed in that Sandhagen fight, dude.
Dude.
Oh, you remember that? I texted
do,
you so
yeah.
much. I get it. You got to protect these guys. I get it. But man, that fight was really good. I really enjoyed that one.
I think they'll run it back.
Yeah.
For sure once Sandhagen comes back. But
Mm-hmm.
I think this next go around, I think depending on who wins this fight, Sean O'Malley and Cheeto, I think Merab should get the next shot.
Yes.
Regardless of
Yes. Especially what Merab did to Cejudo. Like he toyed with him. Like
picked him up,
Yeah.
slammed him fucking
Yeah.
right in front of Mark Zuckerberg. And
after going the 3 rounds or whatever it was, if that's true, like as hard as they went with Sterling, former champ, like
yeah.
I mean, world-class wrestler, like it's
Wrestling is different, man. It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Different sport. But I think Merab should get the next shot in its the right place.
if O'Malley wins this and Merab fights him, like I'm sorry, Sugar, but I think Merab.
That is gonna be a fucking crazy fight.
Yeah. Sean, yeah. The thing about O'Malley too is he's just so much taller than all these next guys.
Yeah.
Like Cheeto, Merab, Cejudo, Sterling. Like all these guys.
Yeah.
Like he's just got that height advantage over him.
I
But
think Merab's game, if this happens and Merab fights, his game plan is gonna be take him down.
yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
and of course
absolutely.
he's gonna be able to. Everybody, what's so crazy about wrestling? You get a guy with that caliber of wrestling, for a fact he's gonna try and take me down. And you can try to defend takedowns your whole 8-week camp and still not be able to do it.
Yeah.
In the fight because he's fucking that.
It's
good.
still that good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Absolutely.
that's what's crazy to me about this. But
So who are you taking?
for this fight, I see Sean O'Malley taking it. Would I be shocked if Cheeto won? No.
No.
But I see Sean O'Malley taking it only because of the championship experience.
Yeah.
He's on that big stage with Aljo before, and he's fought him before, and I do agree with him. When he was fighting him the first time, he was winning.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
think as much as Cheeto has improved, I think Sean has improved leaps and bounds as well, and I
Yep.
think he'll take it.
Yep. I want to see I want to see Sugar win. Like that's who I'm taking. That's who I'm picking, and I think I want to see. I love Vera too, but
Oh yeah,
I want to see. I think I want to see O'Malley finish him with a KO, and that just be it, and just know like yeah, this dude can just KO anybody.
He's got the
and-
power.
Yeah, but if it goes the distance and Sugar wins, I feel like we're gonna see probably the same type of fight that we saw in Sandhagen and Vera, and
Yeah,
but I can't imagine that.
I don't think Sugar
Cheeto's
wants to
gonna-
take him down. Though.
No.
He's gonna
No.
want to knock him out, stay standing up.
Yeah,
Sugar's not really a grappler. He's got a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, so he knows how to grapple.
Mhm.
But he's not. That's not his style.
I think, yeah, I feel like his ground game is definitely more defensive
get
than
back to your feet. Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
type of stuff like that. Sprawl and brawl type shit.
so. But Vera knows this is a championship bout. I don't think you're going to see the same Cheeto that was in that Sandhagen fight. I think this is going to be, top tier Cheeto Vera.
I do too.
So it's an awesome fight, awesome card. So let's run back through these real quick. Yan versus Yadong.
I'm taking Yudong.
I am too. I'm taking Yudong in that one. Burns, Jack. How do you say his
Della Maddalena.
Della Maddalena. No. Just get a fucking Aussie name, mate. Like, what's this two-name shit? You got Tuivasa, Volkanovski. You got fucking Taffa. Come on. You got the Taffas. But Jack Della Maddalena, Manadina, Manamina. But
Arnar. Arnar.
Well, I'm saying Arnar. That's not a knife. But I think, we were split on this one. You're taking Burns. I'm taking Della Maddalena. Then Holland and Page.
Taking Kevin Holland.
I'm taking Michael Page on that one. Poirier, Saint Denis.
Taking the boss. Diamond.
Yep.
Dustin Poirier.
And again,
we're split on all these except for the last one.
Yeah. well, and Yudong. Yudong too.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting when we're watching these.
Yeah.
I'm taking Saint Denis. I'm going to take Saint Denis. I'm standing by my gut feeling. I'm taking Saint Denis. I hate betting against Dustin Poirier. He's like the fucking Bill Belichick and Tom Brady Patriots. Like, as soon as you bet against them, they make you pay, and they make you feel like an idiot.
In the words of Dana White, fucking bet against me.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and then
The
main event, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera.
Taking Sean O'Malley in this one.
Me too.
I think his cotton-colored candy hair gives him special powers.
Yep.
So
You are the hair guy.
Yeah.
You are all about the hair.
Yeah,
That's why if you're want an early fight, CJ Vergara, great hair. Great hair.
Every time if I don't know a guy, I go off the better hair.
Yep.
Or who has better tattoos.
That's who you should.
You remember that one time we were at the station and we were watching that fight and you're like, who do you got? I was like, I'm taking red hair guy. And you're like, no, I've got the other guy. I got this 3-way bet. And then the red hair dude just starches him and you were like, fuck. I was like, told you, man, the fucking hair.
Yep.
Oh, shit. That was funny.
So.
Before we call it quits today, I want to give a shout out to Movement Chiropractic Memorial. If you're having trouble with nagging back injuries,
my back.
or you're having injuries on or off the mat that you need taken care of, please go see Dr. Teagle down at Movement Chiropractic Memorial. They have several different techniques that they use besides just cracking your back: spinal decompression, ice therapy, and other modalities that you can use. Please give them a call at 832-391-8077. Again, that's 832-391-8077. Or you can schedule online at movementmvmtchiro.com. Using code MINDSET, you get 25% off your first visit, and 25% off your first visit is quite a bit of money. So go to Movement Chiropractic Memorial, book online at movementchiro.com, MVMT. Use code MINDSET for 25% off your first visit and enjoy the benefits of chiropractic care. This has been the Met Mindset. I'm Drew Elder, finally here with my co-host, Derek Leferink. Thank you for joining me, Derek.
Thank you. I know that this podcast is really going to take off now that I've been on it. And I'm really just the key because, I'm the man with the plan. And no, seriously, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I'm glad we got to do this. This has always been something that we've talked about doing. But so I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be on it a lot more in the future. But
if you want to see more of Derek, please give me a comment, share, like, whatever you want to do, and I'll put it out there. More of Derek Leferink, hopefully to come in the future. Again, this has been the Met Mindset. I'm Drew Elder. I hope everyone has a great day.
This what the city been wanting. I know y'all patiently waiting. I do this shit in my sleep, so I had to get back to basics. Got the city tuned in, cause they know I'm going for greatness. They know I'm holding the crown, and ain't no one coming to take it.